982 days till new halving, approximately would happen in 2028. Fear and greed index sitting at 73, which is greed. CPI inflation data on the US is going down currently at the lows, 2.3% for the April, looking pretty good. And Bitcoin is currently trading at 109.5k. Yeah, recently we made a new all-time high compared to the January of this year. So the current all-time high is 112k. So far so good. So in the next 2 weeks we're approximately gonna be at the middle of the all-time high ranges compared to the previous cycles, and in the next 3 months should be a maximum range for all-time high, for possible peak of all-time high on the current bull cycle. So approximately 3 months you got to sell, but so far Bitcoin is looking pretty bullish on the current weekly time frame, which I would say a pretty short-term time frame. Nowadays weekly time frame is a short-term time frame. Some day traders would argue for sure, but yeah, for now, for us weekly is a short-term time frame. So on a weekly it's looking bullish, some signs of pivoting, not much of actions is happening in recent candles. Again, today is a Monday, we gotta wait at least for a Friday to see what's the bottom at the top of the current candle will be. So yeah, that's the weekly time frame, but so far so good, looking great. Weekly time frame. Monthly time frame is also looking pretty bullish. We got another green candle on a monthly MACD, which is pretty nice. The last all-time high, which was in January, was 109.3k. So we're gonna have a close above the 109.3k. That would be pretty bullish. Right now we're above it, so it's pretty good. We got 5 days left till the close of this candle. Obviously hoping for a new all-time high and see what's gonna be happening there. About prices on the current all-time high, the pretty conservative expectation for a Bitcoin will be 2x from a previous all-time high. Previous all-time high was approximately 70k, roughly 70k on different exchanges. So that would be 140k as the maximum all-time high peak on the conservative side. But again, considering, for me personally, my entry price was approximately at 25k, 22k, somewhere in this range. So for me the difference between 110k and 140k is not that big, so I'm already taking some profits, selling pretty small positions, but you know, you got that's the whole point, you gotta sell on the way up. So that's what I'm doing. So for that, Bitcoin is so far looking great. So BTC dominance is obviously pumping. Because of that, altcoin dominance is getting eaten by Bitcoin, and altcoins are not seeing that big of an action as everybody's expecting from them. And during the pullbacks, especially during the pullbacks, most of the liquidity from altcoins is pouring towards the Bitcoin. So you can see like minus 5% on the Bitcoin and minus 50% on the altcoin, which is crazy. But that's the whole point of the Bitcoin, I guess. Yeah, Ethereum on the other hand used to be the second biggest crypto. Nowadays it's I'm pretty sure is fully replaced by the stable coins. So Ethereum dominance is recently it was at the all-time lows. Yeah, made a new all-time low, and obviously it's bouncing from the all-time lows, which was pretty predictable. So again, if you made some trades, good for you. But on other hand, there's no much action happening in Ethereum. If you're gonna look at the Ethereum, meaning on Ethereum dominance, but if you're gonna look at the Ethereum graph, yeah, it's also not looking great. It's still below the previous bull cycle highs. Yeah, a lot of highs. So far it's almost minus 50% from previous all-time high, which was in previous bull cycle. So for Ethereum frogs, everything's looking not good. So let's look at the other markets. Gold is making new all-time highs. Again, if you're gonna look at the gold, it's mooning for the last couple of months, making new all-time high every time. S&P is bouncing from the recent sell-off, looking pretty good so far, and especially considering the CPI data that is going down. Again, we made a new low on CPI, which was 2.3. Yeah, we had like support at 2.4 and we broke it at 2.3. Though forecast is 2.6 for the next month. Again, we'll see how that would go, but again, roughly we're at the range of 2%, which is the ideal for the from perspective of FOMC, Federal Reserve. 2% is pretty good for US. So yeah, markets are looking pretty nice. Same goes for the Bitcoin. So what we're gonna be doing in the next couple of months is obviously taking some profits, and starting from September, moving towards the winter, we should start seeing a sell-off again. The beginning of the crypto winter, entering the crypto winter. Then we're gonna be watching for the next entries, for the next entry on the Bitcoin. I would say, yeah, maybe 60k somewhere, 60, 70k. That range may be the bottom, but again, we got plenty of time. We're still waiting for all-time high to be picked, and then we probably would start analyzing what's gonna be during the crypto winter. But again, Bitcoin so far so good, looking nice. So yeah, until that, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon.